Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This is WvW. In today's video we'll be talking about everything we got to know about the Warclaw. Changes toward World, mastery, abilities, everything, and there's few questions probably left unanswered. And we'll go into everything in order. So at first they tell you will be introduced to the Isles of Janthir to get to know the Lowland Codons and see their lives, and you will get to meet the fuzzy creature as known as Journey Kin to the Lowland Codon, which is actually the Warclaw. So first you will arrive into the Lowland shore. It is quite an easy land with nature looking. It is quite more simple than the dangers of the rest of Janthir Wild. So it will not have a large scale map meta event. It's designed to give change of base to everyone from the epic scale, as they call it, for the Neos, as the last thing we experienced was even 3 metas in the single map. So you will be experiencing just a lifestyle and the easy area of home and stuff like that. Training with beers with locals, racing, like easy stuff. And when you get deeper into the map, things gonna change quite fast, and see why it described as a dangerous region in general when you get into Janthir Century. You will see deep forest transition into sulfur swamps that give volcanic terrain, ruins left and ravaged by the bloodstone crater. You will see the area left from the White Mantle occupation for Guild Wars 1, and also they say that the barrier between the world and the mist grown thin in Janthir Century, leading into magical storm called Mist Tides that sweeps the area, and stranger creature known to scholars of Tyria's past as Titans have begun to appear in greater numbers. We already know that the Titans are confirmed even from the trailer, calling them false god from charts, but now we seen how, and it's probably have something to do with the death of Swan, and it's made a ripple across the multiverse, when you can say, or different domains. So now we get to the most important thing, the Warclaw. So you will get to forge a bond with that mount, the Warclaw, even if you didn't unlock it from WvW. Now we'll have a way to unlock from PvE, and you will train it for masteries, which give it new abilities and enhance it in general. They describe it as a high mobile mount that can navigate with precision and agility over all kind of terrain, and it also boosts some unique combat and exploration ability. So first, I'm not sure all terrain is involved, like could it actually go underwater or walk on water? That would be amazing and new thing, but I think it's probably gonna be just on land mount. So the abilities it have will be Chain Ball, and it damage and ball enemies closer. That when you use it in PvE, obviously this is a PvE stuff. And Battle Maul commands Warclaw to leap forward and perform an area attack, stunning enemies in the center of attack. So it will be multiple targets, unlike it's now in World vs. World, and it will have a CC on it. Sniff will enhance nearby allies while detecting nearby enemies. With mastery training, Sniff will also detect nearby treasure, which your Warclaw can help you dig up. So it will be something local into the new maps, not for every other map, a kind of treasure that actually you use the Warclaw to actually open. I hope it also work for any other boxes, like imagine it work in Silver Waste, so you can find open chests with it, not actually with a shovel. That would be interesting thing to actually run with, and people will be farming like crazy in maps like this if you give such an ability. So you don't even need stacks of shovel and you go through them, and now you don't have, no, you can just keep walking with your mount and opening again and again. It will be a very easy and laid-back kind of farming. Would be actually very entertaining. Lance is the last skill, and throw a spear to deal damage and knock down an enemy. So it have 2 CC abilities. One is simply the engage, so you dismount, and the other you can use it while on it. So you can double CC while trying to engage a champion or a bounty or whatever. You can simply go with Lance to do the knockdown and immediately engage to do more CC, and go with your own CC to break the defense bar way faster. And those are the mastery tiers. First one is called 9 lives. Take no falling damage while mounted on your Warclaw, but it has the base and share completely easy with other mounts with decreased fall damage. So if you give this one, now it doesn't take fall damage at all, which make it a very good land mount, so you don't fear falling off a place or something. You can keep move from a terrain to other. You don't need to be on Sky Scale or Griffin. Feline Reflex, extend your jump by hitting the space bar again in mid-air. This is what they called it an air jump in one of their best articles, which even mid-air you will extend the jump even farther by using the endurance again. How far the jump will go, how precise it can be, you can use spam it, or it's like it depends really on how many bars you have. Warclaw used to have 3 bars and got decreased to 2, so we'll see if they will increase it again. Wildclaw, the Warclaw performs a hit on enemies when dodging through them. Hitting at least one foe gives endurance at the end of the dodge. So when you dodge between enemies trying to use the space skill in any mount, you can dodge, even if it's upward like the Springer, even if it's teleportation like the Jackal, or just a jump like Raptor. The same thing will go here. If you use your space bar just to jump, you will get a dodge, but dodging among enemy will hit them and give you endurance once this dodge is over, so it's keep resetting your endurance bar basically and keep making you move faster with it and easier, which make it land mount in general that give you a very good ability to move without needing to result to very high speed like the Beetle, and it might be able to move better than the Jackal depending on how good the jump or the changes will feel actually in the game. Well rested increase the endurance regeneration rate of all mounts, which is a great something to add just for mobility in game in general, whether using Jackal, whether you're flying with Griffin or Skyscale. This is great to have. So will it kinda replace or be the best mount on land? That's depend on how fast it is, how much enemies around you, so you keep resetting your endurance, but it could replace the Jackal for me. I use the Jackal as the main movement mount unless I need to move short distance and it's completely flat. I would go for the Raptor. If the terrain keep changing, I would go for the Jackal, since it doesn't count or it doesn't affect by going up, it doesn't cut the movement short, and it is quite the fastest. So this one could replace it, especially in areas with too many enemies in it, so you can keep resetting the endurance. But also AreaNet didn't tell us what they will do to the speed, because it is technically considered very slow as mount in general. It have a different speed in PvE than World vs. World, it is faster in PvE. But that will be up to experience once the expansion actually get released and we get to level up those masteries and experiment with it. Now there is further even World vs. World changes to how it make it help defending territories and also attacking. So Chain Ball will add a new effect, Weakened Frame, which amplify damage inflicted to gates and walls. This will stack with structure vulnerability. Right now we'll have the Warclaw actually able to damage walls, I think. That's nice, I guess, not just the gate. And Sniff, in addition to its abilities, it will also highlight damaged gates and walls for both allied and enemy structured when in range of you. So you don't miss a wall that was already on 20% and you just go for the gate because you didn't see it. No, you can see it on the map. Lance will be increased to 2 charges, which is a skill you use to get another enemy off the Warclaw, down them or dismount them. Now we'll have 2 charges, so in case you failed and the enemy timed its dodges, you can use it again, making it easier to catch enemies. So if they don't have mobility or break distance good enough, you will always be able to down them. It's not only in the outnumbered situation when you have other allies to do it for you. Now this is leave us with also another question for me, which is Warclaw in Janthir is completely unconnected to the mists, it seems. So the Warclaw in the mist is described as a spiritual animal that exists only with an armor. So if you gather the pieces of the armor, which is a journey you do to unlock the mount, you will end up having an animal in it tied to the person who gathered the armor and loyal to him. And if you disconnect the armor or separate it again, the animal just disappears. So it's kind of a spiritual animal that from unknown origin. And if we go to the wiki here, you will see it described exactly as we said. And it seems it's the theory it's made years ago in the World in the Mist and abandoned after the war had concluded. It was discovered by Dermot Priory expedition into the Mist Wars territory, and it was related to the mystical constructed, such as the Sand Jackals, Exalted, and the Forged. And this creature, like we said, only manifests when you put the armor pieces together, and it disappears if you disassemble it. The armor itself, it seemed to be Tyrian design, but mirrors styles of multiple cultures through Tyria's history, making exact origin unclear. While in Janthir's Wild, the Warclaw seems to be just a cat. So it's an actual animal, which make it supposed to be the same mount, but it completely have no connection to itself. So I wonder if they're gonna just leave it like that, or if they're gonna change something in the lore, or make us find new information about it, to find that actually the missed one have anything to do with the real animal in the real world. So I'm not honestly sure. So that's it, everything I wanted to say for this video. I hope you like it and find it useful. Tell me anything if I missed it in the comment, and what do you think about it. I am a bit excited about the Warclaw, and excited to see how it will actually work in the expansion and on the land train, what will make it special comparing to other mounts, not simply the combat side of it. The mobility even, as described, precise and agile more than other mount. Let's hope so. So we will see it once actually released. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I will be seeing you next time. Peace.